All right, everybody, welcome to Rabbit Punch. I am your host, Angel Espino. With me, as always, is the lovely Gerald Holcomb and the one and only Spud Goodman. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
You had me at hello.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Really good. And Angel, thank you. And I want to also welcome everyone to this first episode of Rabbit Punched. My name is Gerald Holcomb, and
I think they know that already. But
I just wanted to make sure, we might have new people watching,
yeah.
And I want to tell everybody I'm a proud member of the MAGA Nation. On each episode, I'm going to do my best to represent this dedicated group of Americans who believe our leader, Donald J. Trump, was chosen by God to lead this nation, and there are no term limits or bogus election results that can actually remove him from his rightful position as our president for life if justice prevails. Now, I know that there are some that might disagree with my assessment. In fact, I work with one such individual.
Yeah, you do.
Spud. He is my boss on our radio program, The Spud Goodman Show. But here's the thing. I've been promised that I will have equal say on
Can you pick up the
Rabbit
pace,
Punch.
please?
Unlike in my role as co-host on the radio show, I'm so looking forward to this.
Okay.
So, I'm picking it up. So now I'm going to turn it over to Spud Goodman. You're up now, Spud.
Yeah, well, for the record, you're the temporary permanent co-host of our radio show. And I agreed to do this, whatever it is, solely to get more time off from cranking out radio shows. One less a month is going to give me more time to pursue my happiness, right? And that's important. As one of these Rabbit Punched episodes will take, 30 minutes or so? So a decent trade-off for sure. Don't you think, Angel?
I don't know about this whole equal thing, Gerald. I think we got to slow it down just a little bit. But I'll tell you what we got to focus on is the topic at hand, gentlemen. And that's the stolen election that we had this previous year. And I'm not talking about the election for the new president of the Wendy's, McDonald's, or any of your favorite fast food joints. I'm talking about the one that took Orange Man away from us.
Yeah,
that is the important.
That's what we got to talk about.
And going back to what Spud was talking about, we don't know how long the episodes are going to be as we get to each topic. I expect to be given sufficient time, to express myself, and that could take a while, as I have really strong opinions.
Yeah,
and I want.
If they last longer than 30 minutes, I'm out.
Gerald.
I'm calling in sick. I'm just serious. Yeah. It's got to be 30 minutes or less. So anyway, just go. Get this thing going. Let's go.
Okay, let's do this.
Me go or Angel?
No, Angel. Let's just go. Let's start with the first topic, which is stolen election, as you said, or as most of us prefer to call it, the big lie. Take it away.
Let's talk about realistically what happened here. The big lie started the moment Nancy Pelosi put on her dentures on November 3rd. That's when the big lie started. When she put on those teeth and she started lying, that's when the whole thing started. And we can go back even further than that. Let's just go back to let's just say when they said universal ballots were okay, universal votes were fine. You don't need voter ID. Let's see what else. Maxine Waters saying you should get more confrontational, get in their faces, egging people on. People getting ballots and votes from under tables at 3 a.m. Vote counters not being allowed to enter voting booths. If you guys, or counting booths or whatever, if you guys want to talk about election fraud and really having the election stolen, there it is. Gerald, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. And I think, Angel, the big question is, who really won the 2020 election? This remains the number one issue facing America at this time, as it is the biggest crime in the history of mankind. No matter how many months have passed since November of 2020, most Americans know who really did win the election. Except for maybe Liz Cheney. And here's a hint. It wasn't Joe Biden.
And Mitt Romney.
Yeah, a few of those guys. And thank God the Constitution allows for recounts and do-overs if necessary, and most knowledgeable voters know Donald Trump actually won in the largest landslide in U.S. history.
You're a lying dog-faced pony
They
soldier.
want to say that that this guy is gaslighting people by saying peacefully and patriotically march and let your voices be heard. They want to say that causes a riot or incites a riot and that he should be thrown off planet Earth.
Didn't Mo Brooks toss in kick some ass? There's a few other incendiary comments that I don't want to replay the whole thing, but
let's have trial by combat.
I mean, you guys don't buy the steel thing, right? You know it's a joke, correct? It's just a joke.
No,
I mean, inside
well,
joke.
It's a joke.
No, the big joke was the big lie. That's the big joke.
Come on, yo.
You know, I mean, Gerald is in the right place here. You know, I love the hat, Gerald. I love the motivation. Stick to it, brother, because you know what? One day in the next few years, I think Spud's going to come around. Might take some time.
I've been working
Not
on
in
it.
this lifetime.
I've been working.
Is that all
on
you
it.
got, Gerald? Is that all you got?
So and can I go on to
You got just a couple more seconds. Just
our talking points?
Go ahead.
Is that right, Spud?
Yeah, whatever you got. But make it brief. Let's go.
Here's what I got. Okay, as I said, thank goodness for recounts. Currently, there are recounts being conducted in 32 states, or it might be 38 states. Anyway, we feel confident for sure that Donald Trump will eventually prevail in all, except for maybe California, as that still looks like it could go either way in the recount. And on the topic of recounts, we Republicans are now planning to stage a recount of the 2018 midterm elections too, because there's no way Democrats won those 40 House races fair and square. There had to be fraud involved.
Is that all you got?
Oh,
Please,
yeah,
that's all you got,
agree.
right?
I mean,
No.
look, we could go down the list of all the candidates.
Well, it's my turn now. It's my turn now. And Gerald, you earned so many Pinocchios for that garbage. I don't know that you need like an old growth redwood forest tree for that.
Am I Adam Schiff? Because that's a Pinocchio king right there.
Well, I don't know. But look, I'm up now, and I'm not going to waste much time here. All right.
How about Eric Swallowswell?
Okay, fine. But Trump lost by what? 7 million votes? Not exactly a squeaker. And with that stupid electoral college deal, he won what? 6 to 306 to 232, and it was a little tight in a few states. But understand, Trump called it a landslide in 2016 when he lost the popular vote by 3 million votes. So anyway, he's a consistent liar. Let's just agree with that. Okay.
Or the
What?
left is consistently cheating, and they just upped their game.
Thank you.
And cheated.
You're giving us way too much credit. You're giving us way too much credit.
You're counting fraudulent votes. That's that 7 million you're talking about, and they're all fraudulent.
Well,
You know, Joe, what I love about the left is they call Trump an idiot. They say he's an imbecile, but yet he's genius enough to
That's
have
not
rigged
all
the
we
election
say.
in 2016.
that's not all we say. And
Genius.
Let me finish with this. Like those 121 Republican House members and 8 senators who voted not to certify the 2020 election. Well, why stop there? Seriously, think about it.
Because
why
they
not?
were all either rhinos paid for or scared, because in January 6th, look what they did. And that was not Trump supporters. I'm telling you, there was shenanigans going on.
Oh,
And
no,
I'm telling
not
you
those
right now,
darn
there was the
Antifa.
same crisis actors as David
Yeah.
Hogg and all these cats that were involved in the
oh.
shenanigans that happened on the Capitol. And I'm telling you right now, you know that one little old lady. How are you going to charge an 80-year-old lady with being an insurrectionist? There was an 80-year-old lady in the Capitol, and they're trying to charge her with an insurrection charge. She's 80.
Yeah,
Who's
okay.
she going to attack? Nancy Pelosi? Maxine
Yeah.
Waters?
All right. Well, let if you guys are comfortable, with this ongoing recount, who knows how
Of
many years
course.
this thing's going to go on.
I'm
I mean,
comfortable.
there's a total whack job thing.
Spud,
But
we now have
Let's move on.
We now have skilled, accurate vote counters, and all of them have been given their own Texas Instrument calculators provided by the good folks at Koch Industries, and they're
I did not
fanning
know
out
this.
all over America. The true numbers are going to be known really soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look, if you guys are making a big deal about auditing Trump over his taxes, then you should be able to take an audit over votes. What's so wrong about that, Spud? What's wrong about having voter ID when you go vote? That makes logical sense to me. You have to show ID to like drive, to buy cigarettes, to get into the army now, which
everything
is the
important,
movie, by the way.
Everything important. Yeah.
So
not everybody has a driver's
vote?
license. Not everybody has. I'm pretty sure
Well,
that
then
you
you
guys.
you can't drive.
You think that's where they're going to start? You know where they're going to end? They're going to have some secret password, some secret handshake thing before people are allowed to get into the polls. But anyway, let's just move on. We're done here. Let's go.
Darrell Neely from Global Enlightenment Radio Network, a good friend of mine for a long time. We go back and forth on this all the time. He is very knowledgeable, and guess what? He is pro-mega. Darrell.
Okay.
What's up, my brother from another mother? And by the way, I mean that not the way that biology means it, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mom says hello, by the way. What's going on, guys? Because I love this show so far. You guys are really intricate and interesting. I got some brain power. I love it to death, man. Honestly speaking, here in DC, we got issues. We got liberalized issues. We're at the seat of the world where people do not understand that this country is a corporation and being liberal does not work. Liberalism leads to socialism, leads to communism and Marxism and fascism.
But it also leads to Medicare and Social Security. Those are...
Darrell, I got to ask you a question. What's up with
great.
the Puerto Rican hat? They're very socialist in Puerto Rico.
Hey. What's up with the Cuban flag?
Yeah, but Cubans in America hate socialism.
Hey, but we're territory. Puerto Rico's a territory. I got to represent my woman.
Can't we all get along, Gerald? Do you have a question for our guest?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to ask our guest my first question, how many different countries do you think dumped bogus ballots at polling sites around the United States?
Well, to be honest, we found out with the information given through research that is actually Saudi Arabia is involved. We also got some of the Baltic states in Turkey, and China. And maybe China.
Are there... I think they're real concerned about is it bamboo remnants on the ballots? I think some guy in Arizona is really kind of whining about that. Or was it palm tree remnants, or was it like I don't know what it was, but whatever.
Well, remember, your party Spud is the party that complained about hanging chads. So you guys have nothing to complain about this time around.
Yeah, that happened in your neighborhood, Angel. You know that.
We understand that, and that's why Florida took, the steps it took to make sure that we didn't have that problem. Plus, we also have a kick-ass governor, and his name is Ron DeSantis.
Okay. All right, Gerald.
I was told I'd get two questions.
Yeah, you're supposed to get two. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Gerald. You can get one at least.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask the next one now because our producer said I would. He controls me all the time on our other show, but on this show I get to ask two questions. So here it is. Here's my second question.
Okay.
We're
going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Do you really think the Constitution can limit Donald Trump to just 2 terms? Because if his country needs him, why just 2 terms after he wins again in 2024? As long as he's able to physically perform the duties, like if he can play golf at any of his courses, he should be able to lead this country for the foreseeable future. We need him. Look at Queen Elizabeth. She's still going strong at 95.
Now, according to the Constitution, in time of war, the president can remain in office. Now, it's got to be national emergency. Like they tried to pull the wool over us during 9/11. And also pull the wool over us with this COVID virus. But we can talk about the COVID virus another day, guys. So, I can get a little deep on that.
Thank you, Daryl.
All right. Well, Daryl, I'm going to stipulate to the fact that not all Trump supporters are racist. But can you explain why all racists in this country support Trump? I don't think. No, hold on. Let me finish. I don't think Biden got a single vote from the white nationalists and other MAGA people. That's how stereotypes are formed.
I don't know.
and made.
Remember, he eulogized a member of the KKK. He's very, liberal.
Robert Byrd at the time was post KKK, many years.
What he was, like a grand wizard or like Ronald McDonald of the KKK? I don't know. He was somewhere along those lines.
Yeah. And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Just let me close with this, Daryl, all right? Would you, I want you to seriously answer this question. Would you ever vote again for a candidate for president of the United States who put his name on bottled water, day-old steaks and male bronzer? Is there any tiny little bit of embarrassment that you feel for supporting the rotund Ron Popeil of populism? It's just not, he's got to be, come on, he wasn't too tacky for you, seriously? Now, you please answer that question.
Okay. I am very embarrassed that I am supporting a nation that's led by liberals right now. Our military. This is a weak society. They're training our children to be weak. They're indoctrinating us. The kids are being indoctrinated. They're being taught race and racism. They're now being told that anything you say against somebody else is racist. In America, that is not true. We have the value of the freedom of speech. And guess what? As Americans, we stand our ground.
Okay, then. Wow.
Amen.
I just want to, I guess our time's up, but I know you got to go. So I just want to thank you so much for coming on our show. That's Mr. Darrell Neely. Angel?
Yeah, I agree with Daryl 100%. I think he's on the money. And I will just add one more thing to that. It's not just that they're being taught racism, it's that they're being taught that everything and that it's not even racism. So everybody who disagrees with their ideology is canceled. Because we're seeing it now. It's not just they're going after the right or going after conservatives. They're canceling the left out also. Barack Obama, the head chief of the Democratic Party for 8 years, is being canceled by cancer culture. They're even attacking their own.
Kind of like Liz Cheney. But I hear you. Gerald? Gerald, you got anything you want to say? You want to say thank you? Because we got to get going.
Yeah, Daryl, thank you so much for being on the show and for answering the questions honestly. That's something you don't see all the time.
Damn right.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And God bless America. And may we all stand proud.
All right, guys. So that was Daryl Neely. Now let's move on to our next topic of discussion here. We're going to talk about QAnon and how QAnon lives on, gentlemen. Let's talk about this. I know Gerald wants to get in on this and talk about this because QAnon is important to the movement.
Yeah.
And it's not dying just because we lost an election.
Yes, you did.
Well, can I say, Angel, if I could, I'm pleased that our producer chose another important topic for us to discuss. Yes. QAnon lives because where we go one, we go all, right?
That's right.
Myself, I'm really tired of the those who question the importance of QAnon in our arena, in the political arena. I guess it shouldn't surprise me anymore, as throughout history, lesser minds have questioned the great movements of their time, like the efficiency movement of the early 20th century. Yeah. Who would question the benefits of the efficiency movement? But sure enough, there were those who questioned that back then too. We continue to be surrounded by heretics, the non-believers, I guess, if you will.
That's all you got? Because I got to move on here. You got nothing. You got anything else?
Spud, you got to understand, Spud. You got to understand. When me and Gerald talk about the non-believers, I mean, I know that you're a non-believer. You don't believe
yes, I am.
in the movement. I understand that. But, that's how it always starts with non-believers. They don't believe. They're hard to get, through to. But eventually there is a spark that lights the way. And I'm looking for that spark for you, my friend, because I know we're almost there.
It's going to be a thing of beauty.
Gerald has been working hard at this for a long time. I think it's close to starting to crack in But QAnon.
Are you giving private
important.
QAnon hand signs right there? I saw your hands moving. Was that looked? Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Those are gang signs. Then I really QAnon.
I don't. You're triggering me. So, okay.
Let me tell you, Spud. Here's why you should be listening to and caring about what QAnon says. I know you are a caring person. I know you are, and I know that some
really
informed people have doubts
Yeah.
that Donald Trump was chosen by God to lead the world in a battle against the Hollywood pedophiles, cannibals, and Satan worshipers who really hope to control all of us with flashy entertainment programs and movies, and we won't let some highly talented actor or actress in a really popular movie cause us to let our guard down, because we know it's about children and they want to steal our children, and next they'll be coming for our puppies and we won't be fooled.
And even worse, we got to worry about Nancy Pelosi, worse than everything else.
Yeah, she's a scary person. That's true. Okay.
Well, she is. And it's no accident, Spud, that Donald Trump's been chosen to save the world. I keep saying chosen because he was, to save the world, as he is really, and you've got to give him this. He's the most effective and charismatic leader we've seen in recent history. Really, you know what? Since Jesus, what he was able to do for all of us here on Earth in 4 short years is mind-boggling. No one else could have done what he did.
Nobody.
Yeah, except for
I wouldn't
Jesus.
doubt Gerald if he could walk on water. I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
So he's number one after those 6,000 years of Earth being around. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know where to begin after hearing that garbage. Hey, can I ask who is the dumbass from this QAnon movement who picked out Hollywood to be the bad guys? I mean, sure, most stars are full of themselves and full of crap too, but everyone knows at least 80% of the people in Tinseltown are at least part-time vegans. I mean, this is not a segment of society that would be cannibals. My God, it's just not believable. In fact, I would say like NASCAR people would be much better suspects. And let me just say this, of all the people in the world, how did that dude from then 4chan, I guess, select Donald Trump as the chosen one? I mean, you know, that guy graduated from like high school here in the Seattle area. From what I read, you know, in the newspaper, he's I guess he seemed like a pretty normal guy back then. But I don't know. But doesn't anyone feel a little frightened that now we know just about anyone with access to a computer keyboard can quickly rile up the country, with some lame fairy tale, I might add, and get everybody all whipped up to pull off an insurrection?
Yes. Spud. Let me tell you something here.
He's getting himself spun up.
I am.
He's putting out of control here. Let me explain something to you. This is why Hollywood gets the rap. When you have people like, let's just name drop Sandra Bullock. She has a procedure done on her face, once a month, and she said this on what was the Ellen DeGeneres show, that guy's show. She had a segment on there, and she said that they use baby foreskin from circumcisions done to infants, where they liquefy the foreskin and they use it for facials. It's called penis facials. I'm not kidding.
Spud, this what you want?
This is liberals.
What I want, did I not make it clear enough that this is a philosophy, a religion? I don't know what you people. I mean, you've chosen the leader. I mean, think about who you guys chose. No, I'm talking about with the QAnon. Trump being chosen as what the de facto leader of the world. What's next? Like Randy Quaid as our minister of truth, or Roseanne Barr as our new goddess of justice. I mean, that's more plausible than the freaking host of The Apprentice saving the world. My God.
Donald Trump is the person who is willing to try. He's willing to take on these cannibals and these devil worshippers.
There are no cannibals in Hollywood. They're vegans. How many times do I have to say that?
Well,
have a clue. And lastly, let me just say,
you know how magic works, Spud? You know, like one hand does one thing with the other hand is like doing the trick. Oh, I'm a vegan, and then I'm eating your children at night.
Misdirection, Angel.
It's
Misdirection.
not believable.
That's
But
right.
and let me just say this: if I belong to any club at all, an organization, I would make sure that
Scientology.
the other members do not dress up and look as goofy as those QAnon, or I should say you QAnon guys. I think both of you probably share a little bit of that, because in public, QAnon people have really bad taste. Okay, I mean, Angel, you're pretty hip, so I'll leave you alone. Gerald, I'm still including you. Because look at those T-shirts. Those T-shirts with those lame hate themes, and I'm not even going to go talk about those. The Viking antler look thing. Trump was repulsed when he saw his people dressed up on that monitor, inside the Oval Office when he was watching it all go down. He was repulsed. I read, with their Fight Club wear that they had on. I mean, none of those people would ever get served at a Trump restaurant, or except maybe for that lady from Texas who owned that real estate company. She kind of had that I don't know, junior league vibe going on. But anyway, that's all. I'm done on that topic. All right.
Yeah, the horn's a little bit much there, Gerald.
Oh, you think?
Well,
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
I'm not saying people need to wear horns, but I'll tell you this. Spud, have you heard of the storm? The storm. Our day of reckoning is coming. That is a fact. And all the doubters and naysayers, they're going to understand it very soon. Donald Trump will be returned to the White House. He'll continue his quest to save us, to save children. And not only will Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden be indicted or in prison, all of the NBA, the WNBA, the NFL will also at least be placed on house arrest with those ankle monitor thingies. And no longer will the radicals be allowed to say outrageous things to generate noise on social media. Those days will be gone, and I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump's face is going to be seen everywhere, from billboards to flagpoles, and maybe his own Marvel superhero, Angel, don't you think, his own action figure? And of course, work on Mount Rushmore, I think will start very soon.
And it only makes common sense.
He should very well be the next face added to Mount Rushmore. I agree.
I think
100%
Oh my God!
with that, Gerald.
I think
All right,
he will
let's
be.
go.
They're already
Let's
talking
let's wrap this thing
Brilliant
up on that
assessment.
note.
Thank you.
Nauseous. Let's wrap it up.
All right, gentlemen. Well, look, it's been fun. This is going on way longer than I expected. I
Tell
don't
me
think
about it.
we're going to get through to Spud here, Gerald. Not on this one show, maybe in the future.
We're working on
Thank
him.
you to our guest, Daryl Neely, for being on with us earlier. But it is what it is. Spud is a work in progress, Gerald. You got to just accept that.
It's very true. Very true. And Angel, thank you for joining Spud and I. In closing, I want to say how thrilled I am to finally being unleashed to express myself, not to belittle our radio show, Spud, but this program allows the true Gerald Holcomb to flourish, to spread my wings professionally. And I don't intend to waste this opportunity by holding back my position on various topics. Rabbit Punched could be my ticket to the major leagues. To our viewers watching, thank you for tuning into this channel. And
Hey, this is not TV, dude. Jesus, people don't have a remote control in their hands. Some are listening to this also as a podcast. Just say goodbye and let's wrap this up, because I've got stuff to do.
They got more important stuff to do than this. The debut episode of Rabbit Punched. You need to prioritize.
Yeah, way more important than doing this. All right, I am Spud Goodman. Be all you can be, and I mean that. God bless and ciao.
All right, very well. Then I am Gerald Holcomb. Where we go one, we go all. Am I right? Okay, signing off. Thank you.